What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the new subscribers, all the day ones, all the likes, all the comments. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing a lot of comments. Comments would be like, "Is this all you talk about? Uh, are you fascinated by this? You don't have anything else to talk about?" But yet again, there's other platforms that's all they talk about. You know, look at Hustler Spirit. Same thing. Fleece Johnson. All the videos. You go look at the other platform, and if it ain't about a religious man doing booty bandit stuff or uh family, bandit family, everything's evolved around booty bandit. So it's not like I'm the only one putting out this type of content. Everybody else is doing it. There's other platforms that are just based off of that. So I don't know these people that are going on the comments and saying, "Is this all the content you have?" But the same people are over there praising the other platforms. Great job, great job, great job, great interview. Great job. You know, it's and I'm like, you come over here and tell me that I'm doing the same old videos, but then you go over there where it's just the platform over the same stuff over and over, and you're complimenting. But you come over here and it's like, "Oh, why are you doing it?" It makes no sense. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So it tells me that I'm doing something good. You know, I've already blocked majority of them. You know, there's no point of me even entertaining them. I'll just, simple. That's it. Go talk to yourself somewhere or go create your own channel. That's simple. I don't have to entertain the negative comments or why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that. Uh, it don't matter. It's for fun. You know, you have the power in your hands by not clicking. Nobody's telling you, "Hey, hit that thumbnail." No, you see a thumbnail you don't like, you go to the next one. Nobody's That's why you never hear me say, "Please subscribe to my channel." No, y'all subscribe on y'all's own. If y'all like it, y'all will hit it on y'all's own. And I will thank you every video for everybody that does subscribe. I start off my videos telling you thank you. Because without y'all, there wouldn't be no platform. So as y'all have a big part of this platform, I've been in touch with somebody that's from the back and forth. Man, he's gonna make Fleece Johnson look like a choir boy. Uh and let me start off by saying this before I get into that new character unlocked. I don't glorify this type of stuff. I don't idolize it. I don't have some secret agenda. I don't have no fetish. I don't have no taboo, or I don't have no secret agenda. I don't get excited by these stories. It's almost like how everybody watches the first 48, lock up, uh seeing these crime scene investigation documentaries or series, or you know we're intrigued by what took place and what happens. That doesn't make us some sick freaks. You know, I'm not saying there's people in the audience that are not, you know, intrigued some other type of way. Hey, to each his own. But me, I'm just trying to bring y'all stories that y'all can tune in, uh, interact, and I guess pass the day. A lot of us have boring lives, uh, and we want something to listen to or watch. I'm not the best person to sit there and watch. I'm not the best educated. I can't really use these highly sophisticated words, and maybe as I go, I will, because I do have some kind of education. I'm not the maybe I'll take time and read a book and you know perfect my grammar or whatnot. Become a better storyteller. But I do this for therapeutical reasons. It's gives me something to do. So since y'all are part of this platform, because without y'all, there ain't no Welcome to Texas podcast. Y'all are the reasons that I continue to post content, and for the day ones and for the ones that even started on this Mark saga, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. So I don't know, it's raining and it's bad thunderstorm over here right now. So possibilities that my light might go out and I might have to kick on the generators. So if the video cuts off middle, hey, that's what it was. Giving y'all a heads up. So I was introduced to this person through one of my subscribers. He told me, hey, he's at Limestone. He got an intriguing story. And I'm like, okay. So I reached out to him. He replied, we've been corresponding, and he's up for it. He got 36 years. Uh Man, you know, these guys, I don't know, man. Just read I posted a little bit of one of the emails. He wants what did he say? He wants constipation, stimulation, and he wants to get his ends. So this guy's some type of character, man. Just reading off the emails, it seems like he ain't got no shame in the game, like old Fleece. You see how openly Fleece is, raw, uncut. He tells it how it is, and people are intrigued by that. Sadly to say, you know. And once again, I'm not glorifying this or idolizing this or making this, but this is what happens behind prison. You know, this is what happens, and the youth need to know, hey, there's guys like this waiting for you. There's not going to be no tools in there other than the ones you can make. So the youth need to know that the kids that are going to juvenile hall, they need to know that there's guys like this waiting for them. I went through the juvenile hall system uh in Texas and Dallas. You know, they had a back in the day they had this in West Dallas, they had this little juvenile boot camp. The way you would stay there for a couple of months, work out, you know, you were either going to do weekends or you're going to be a resident. The residents sucked, because you actually lived there. And then the weekends was just boot camp for the people coming in on the weekends. It was all West Dallas. So if we can give these young kids the ideas of what's going on behind these walls, hey, that's the whole point of doing these videos. And we're gonna see once again, we're gonna see what this guy he goes by the name of Pimp. Let's look at his charges. Oh, total term. He's been in there since 1988. So he must be known. He must be known. How much time has he been served? Shit, he's about going on 38. He said 36. He must have forgot 2 years somewhere down the fucking road. I don't blame him. 99. Let me see. Minimum release date. Shit, man, ain't coming home. 12/31/99. That man ain't coming home. Let's see why not. Shit, 1988. Stolen property. 10 years. 1988. 10 years. Those are concurrent. It's probably same ones. Robbery. Shit, 99.99 for the robbery. Oh shit, no wonder over here. You know, that attempt right there. That's a no-no. And then that's a no-no either as well. Oh man, look at that. That's definitely a no-no. So if he was out here doing those type of actions, I can just imagine what he was in there doing. Once again, another rob and ex-felon for possession of a pistol. So as you can see, the charges that he has, these charges right here ain't no joke. So you can already picture what kind of character this guy is behind them walls. And I'm gonna ask the audience, is this something that y'all are intrigued and want to listen to his stories? You know, once again, I'm not idolizing, glorifying in any type of way this person's cases. You know, but I see people are intrigued and people like this type of stuff. And if y'all like this type of stuff, if y'all want me to move forward with because I already got some of the stories. If y'all want me to move forward with the stories, y'all drop it down in the comments. Drop the likes. You know, and from what I've been reading, man, he's gonna make Fleece like a choir boy. And the thing about it is that we ain't gonna have to be pressing him to be talking about it. You know what I mean? That's why he's already open on Raw. He's gonna tell it the way it is. You see, he got 99.9. He ain't going nowhere. So if he can get tying soups and some zuzus and wham whams for himself, hey, telling some stories, why not? And I'm pretty sure down the road he probably even gain a fan base. You know, might even find himself a groupie. Who knows with this social media, YouTube? These guys become famous. You know, it seems like, hey, like once again, I'm not here idolizing, glorifying. It's just content. You know, people like this type of stuff, and you got to bring it to them, but you got to censor it. You can't just throw it out there, you know, because they'll ban it and you'll get striked. So once again, like I said, y'all the subscribers, y'all part of this platform. Y'all are more than part of the platform, because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. You know, y'all are more, you know. So that's why when I thank y'all every beginning of the video, I really do mean it. Because without y'all, there wouldn't be no Welcome to Texas podcast. And that's being realistic. Because y'all are the ones that are supporting the channel by tuning in and giving me the motivation to go out there and look for different content. You know, there's different content. You know, I was working on this story about this Texas where this 19-year-old did a heinous crime, you know, and he got instituted into the Terrell Mental Hospital because he was trying to plead like, oh man, I'm crazy, but now he got released. So I want to touch up on that case. You know, it's a real interesting case. So there's a lot of things that I can go on the platform. You know, it's not always going to be attacking Mark or Hips, or it is what it is. I mean, at this point, everybody's done made up their mind. You know, so once again, without y'all, there wouldn't be no Welcome to Texas podcast. So I already showed y'all what the next character unlocked is. If y'all like it, y'all want to hear the stories, drop the likes, run up the likes. drop the comments down there. And man, I'm trying to figure out how to unban some of y'all. I'm gonna go into the YouTube studio and see if I can unban a couple of y'all, or see if I can just unban all of y'all and let y'all get back into the interacting. And if y'all start acting out of line, I'll just go ahead and ban y'all again. But that's gonna take time because I gotta figure out how to do that. So y'all have a good one. And this is just gonna be a part of the other video that I'm adding on to it. So y'all have a good one. Stay tuned and drop it down in the comments if y'all want me to move forward and drop these stories that I already have. I got some of them, but I don't want to do it unless y'all cool with this. Y'all are saying, hey, move from Mark. It is what it is. We already know he did it. And like I said, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. At this point, it ain't nothing but content. I'm not trying to build a case on anybody. Other than people that are trying to, put harm on me. Other than that, hey, I'm cool with everybody else. I don't wish Mark no harm, Hips no harm. At this point, it is what it is. This is not that serious. It's content. It's putting stories out there for people to watch and be entertained about it and interact with each other. It's nothing about, oh, I'm pulling up to you, pull up or stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's a lot of us have already done that type of stuff. So at that point, it's like I didn't get on this platform to start beef, or arguing with people. I know excuse me, I know where to go do that. I know where to go look for beef. And it ain't YouTube. So thank you everybody that's been rocking with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. And once again, without y'all, there wouldn't be no Welcome to Texas podcast. So if y'all want me to move forward with them type of stories from this new character Unlocked, man, he got some good stories. I mean, it's going to be some sickening sexual deviancy, man, to its max. And I'm pretty sure there's people that are already going to know who this guy is, and they're going to be like, yeah, this guy is so, he is what he is. So I'm gonna leave it up to y'all subscribers and the people that are out there in the audience to decide if that's what y'all want. Y'all have a good night and y'all stay blessed. I thought we were going live.
Well, it just popped up. It said the stream is live.
Oh yeah, now we're going live. Now we're going live, man. Now it's actually telling me how many people we got in here, and it's showing we got 0. But that's okay, man.
Hey, man, it takes time. Once the word gets out, what's going on, it'll come on.
It'll come on, man. Because we're gonna let
oh man, they got Mark and Hip. They got Hips on there telling what Mark done. And here it goes. The whole prison world will be on.
They need to know the truth, man. They need to know. I mean, because now I'm suddenly becoming the bad guy, man. I got people coming after me, dropping comments down, like telling me that I want to smoke, man. I don't even know these folks, man. And all I'm trying to do is tell the truth, man.
Well, let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago about being in prison. The best game to run on anybody is tell the truth about them, and you'll see how fast they lie. And if people's doing you that way, I promise you, it's the people that's involved in that kind of shit and don't want it out there. Because anybody with a sane mind wouldn't want that stuff going on.
No, man, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
But hopefully these people can see, man. Because
people that's coming at us like that are the people that need to step back and say, "What if that was my son? How would I react then if he was telling me that?" Exactly, man. You know what? I got man that hemmed him up in a corner and 5 people raped him. Yeah, man. I got into it with Mark earlier, man. Because let's be realistically, man.
You know, I'm an honest person, man. You know, if
And I
me and
try to be.
yeah, if me and that guy were to be in a cell, and if I didn't have any kind of heavy metal or anything to equalize it, he would have done me the same thing, man. You know, just being
Well,
realistic.
I mean, that's being realistic. But now I found out something about him. When he ain't got his following, he's a coward.
Oh yeah, man. That's how they
I
all
mean, I
are, man.
know this. When I
That's how
went in that cell with him and Mendenhall and Gary Sanders over there, and I'm just an old country boy from backwoods Alabama, and I whooped the shit out of all three of them in that cell and got out of there.
okay. You know how you mentioned to me, man, that he had a thing for y'all for making his boys fight.
Yeah, yeah. But see, he didn't never expect to have somebody on his team to turn on him.
Okay.
Cause hey man, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I've had enough. This ain't what's happening. I'm too old for this. I'm not going to come over here and have fun by getting black eyes and busted lips. That's not fun to me.
Nah, man. That's torture abuse, man. You know, and I wasn't
I
gonna do no
mean,
live, man. I was just gonna record, but now it's just like I'm being attacked. People are
when
dropping
you're being
comments.
attacked, just look at the news.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Everybody that ever tells the truth goes under attack for something. Because everything in the prison, in the world, is based on two things: money and lies. And in the prison, it's money. That's all it's based on. They want money and they want to keep all the drug addicts at bay because that's where all their money comes from. Pumping you full of whatever you want so they can get in your mom and daddy's pocket. That's where
and,
it
and,
comes from.
and like, how much around did you say, man, that your folks paid off?
Over the years, probably a couple of $100,000.
That's a house, man.
Oh, that's a house, a car, and a boat.
Yeah, man. That's living good right there, man. It's like,
I mean,
where did all those funds go to, man? Like, what was Mark doing with those?
all day,
Okay,
every day, staying
okay,
high,
yeah, because
all day, every day.
he portrayed.
Mr. God-fearing man right there chasing that dog pound round and staying high on everything. Mr. God-fearing man there.
Okay, it's because you know, it's kind of weird, man. That he's over there portraying himself like he's a straight ace. I wasn't touching nothing. It was around, but everybody else was doing it, but I wasn't doing it. It just
Yeah,
doesn't.
I mean, for real, what he needs to do is open his eyes and get some God in his life and change it
He does,
because he
man.
ain't doing nothing but making it worse. I mean, who cares what you did 25 years ago, or who cares about that, man? Let it go. Because you're making yourself look bad. Now you're bringing on a hornet's nest that I know you did not want to get into.
Yeah, man. And people are
Because I'm not
going.
going to stop now. He's done brought me and all this stuff and brought me out of here. I had no intentions of ever doing anything like this. As far as I'm concerned, that was in my past. It's over with. I'm living my life. I'm doing good. But now I'm going under fire for something that happened 25 years ago that I didn't even do. That this man done. So if he wants to do that, then I'm going to sit here and tell the whole truth about him, his brother, his uncle, all them boys he had, and all these people. You want to put it out there, then let's put it out there.
Yeah, because they were. I brought that up to Mark, man. About his uncle. He says that's not his uncle, and I was going to ask you.
Ronnie Moore.
Yeah, he
It's his
said
daddy's brother.
oh man, because he's denying it, man. He's like,
That's a lie. That's his daddy's brother.
He's saying that he's the only black sheep of the family. Like he's the only one that's been incarcerated out of the whole family.
His brother Jerry Gaskins is still in prison.
Oh, Jerry Gaskins, I think he passed away.
JG?
Yeah, he passed away.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he passed away
But I
somewhere.
mean, still though, he was in prison up there with him.
But I'm thinking because in that documentary it said that it was built like a family. Is
No,
that where you right?
no, it was built like a. Let me tell you what it was built like.
No, but I'm saying like built like a
Put
family.
the slavery roles in reverse order.
Oh man,
that's what it was like. That's what it was like.
That bad?
Yeah, just out the blue. I have watched him just out of the blue just slap Mendenhall, just clean over the cell in there just because he didn't say what he wanted him to say.
Oh man, I can see it. He was really,
it's bad, man. It's bad. Man.
Yeah, I can
The only reason I didn't tote some of that right there was because I told him from get go, if you ever put your hands on me, I'm gonna beat you to death, Mark.
Yeah.
And he did, and I did. And I ain't got no problem with it.
Explain, man, because like I said earlier, we hadn't gone live yet, man, and explain it to them that how did you get that case, man? That because Mark is saying that you never touched him, and people laughed.
Let me tell you what I did. I bucked on him. Come in off a visiting yard. It was on a Sunday afternoon. I bucked on him. My folks had just brought me some Zulus and Wham Whams on the visiting yard, and I brought them in. Man, give me that. I said, no, bro, my mama brought this to me, and I'm finna sit down and eat it. Point blank, period. So we left. And then he got into it with his other family members over here. He come over and told me, he said, meet us in 14th on in JG's cell. You finna whoop these two boys. So when I get over, it wasn't like that. They was finna clutch me out. All because I wouldn't give him what my mama give me on that business yard. And it didn't work like that. When I walked in the door, I seen what was going on. When I walked in the door, he stepped in behind me and closed the door. And that's where it went. That's the whole truth. That's where it went. That's how I caught that case.
And you have paperwork for that case too, right, man?
Yeah, I do. I've got everything. You'll see a file for it tomorrow. I've got the disciplinaries. I've got everything.
Okay, because that's a lot of people. A lot of people
This is something right here. This is something right here that I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to show it.
Yeah, man.
Because that'll stop a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, and the paperwork's going to speak for itself, man. People are going to be like, oh, that's Photoshop. You downloaded that, but the people that really know how, people, I'm getting blamed that since I'm from Texas, that what am I doing in Alabama business? You know what I mean, man? And I asked myself,
it don't make no difference. It don't make no difference because whatever's happening in Alabama prison, the same thing's happening in Texas prison.
It is, man, and
that's how you resolve it. You put it out there all around the country, and you got to get people on that bandwagon, man, because that's the only way it's going to ever stop.
Yeah,
and you'll never completely stop it.
And a lot of people wanted to know that what were you referring to? That he takes one to get one.
He'll suck one. He will suck one, so he can have that boy. Okay. He will let that boy screw him, so he can be with that boy. So all this stuff all this gangster stuff he talks, man, ain't none of that in that dude, man. Okay. None of that. Now, he might have turned his life over and be saved by God. I don't know. But these actions that he's taking, getting on here and telling all these lies, if all you got to do is open your mouth and tell lies, that you ain't doing nothing but telling lies for money. That's all you're doing.
Yeah,
you're stringing this along and trying to make it. That's all you're doing. You're coming up with something new every day, and that's all you're doing. And you're making yourself look like a fool.
Yeah, man. And
because you doing this, but I ain't the only one, man. At that time, there was 2,400 inmates in that camp, and I bet you 1,200 of them know exactly what he was doing.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna come up, and I'm gonna give you a list of names tonight when the show's over, so you can research some more people.
Yeah,
because I've sat down and thought about it all day.
Yeah, you need to get it off your chest, man.
Other inmates that's got out and doing good, and it was maybe not involved in just that particular thing, but was involved in a similar thing somewhere else.
Yeah.
That it wasn't just at Limestone, it's at every single prison in this state, even the work releases. That's how bad it is. You're going in the prison to work a job and come back in to sleep with a man.
That's sad, man.
That's sad, man.
That's sad, man. I mean, there's a there's videos on YouTube, man, of them having. Did you ever see them have pageants?
Yeah, I've seen it. I was there. I was at West Jefferson back before I came to Limestone, the match camp in the state of Alabama. I was there. I've seen them put tables together in the dormitory and set up there and do strip shows.
And how many let's say how many people are in the dorm at a time, man?
Oh man, if there's 200 people in the dorm, there's 150 of them out there watching that.
Oh man, but I mean, you probably got some Christians over there, praying.
Yeah, you might have 2 or 3 or 4 as Christians. You might have some people that just ain't with that nonsense, but the majority of them are.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's
the majority of them are. And then you got to look too. And I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I do understand it. Because I mean, you take in Alabama now, 85% of your prison population is under 30 years old, and 70% of them got life without. What are they going to do?
Nothing.
I mean, that's what they're going to do. They made a boy their woman that they'll never get again. And they're living this life because it's the only life that they'll ever live. And I understand that. But you don't make and force people to do it. That's the problem I have with it. I don't care what 2 grown men do. That's their business. But you're not going to force me. And I'm not going to let you, if I see it, you're not going to force nobody else into doing it.
Yeah, man, it's the truth, man. I mean, and people are trying to make it seem like you brought this upon yourself, man, because you were a substance abuser, and it's like if you were asking to go through this trauma and go through this stuff, man. Like
you know what I'm in prison for? I'm in prison for forgery. I've never had a drug charge, a sex charge, an alcohol charge, a violent charge, none of that shit. I've been on ankle monitor for 2 years now. I come off of it in a month and a half. Our AOS this whole 30-year sentence.
Yeah,
I've been on the streets for 6 years now. So how does a substance abuser make it through all that? I piss every month. I pee in a cup every Monday morning. Every Monday morning. And it's just, you know why? Because you get people in the same situation I'm in. They come out, they have no will to live. They're not going to work because they think they can stand on the corner and sell dope all day and make money at it. They have nothing. They have no will. Well, me, I'm the opposite of that. When I walked out, I told I'm done. And I meant that. I'm done. There's more important shit to me than what's going on in there. And if that ain't every man's outlook, there's some really sick individuals in this world.
Oh man, you should see.
And I've met people that really that I honestly believe had rather be in there.
You should see the supporters, man. Like if you're telling me that if you're telling me that Alabama is this bad, because I'm getting out there in the ringer, man, because I'm from Texas, and they're like, man, well, how does this guy know how Alabama prisons function? And I'm in my mind, I'm like, man, well, you got YouTube, you got all these other networks that
man, you can go on YouTube and download prison videos in Alabama Department of Corrections and see everything going on in there.
Man, you think old Mark's in one of those videos?
I doubt it. They didn't have cell phones back then. He was too old for it. Probably drew a picture of him doing it.
This is another thing they brought up today, man. They had this video. Have you ever been filmed having a bad trip out?
No. I don't reckon one. Now I might have. If I did, I didn't know it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know, man.
I might have. I did. I didn't know it.
Yeah, man. Because
don't get me wrong. Now I got out of that old bullshit there, but I ain't no saint by a long shot.
Yeah, man.
I will slip around the corner now.
They got a video, man. They posted a video of I don't know if it's you, but it's just an old white guy. You know, there's no clarification that you can see any marks and be like, yeah, that's.
I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see that video.
Yeah. I mean, it's just some dude having the back checked out, man. Just having like you know, he's on the floor. You know, they're trying to grab him. You know,
Oh no, that can't be me. I ain't never been in that situation.
Yeah, he was on the sick one, man.
No.
He was like
no, but I've seen some people in that dope.
Yeah, I'm kind of hesitant that it was you, man. But you know, we're gonna let them use that whatever they got towards you, man. But you know, the truth and the documents are gonna speak for themselves, man. Look how open you speak about this stuff, man. Like, and the people, the people are constantly saying that you're telling your story because I'm paying you, man.